father died up in the hills of Appalachia, working on a submarine still. They found him while the mash was still fermenting in the boiler, his back against an oak upon the hill. And luckily my father knew, and I could learn a thing or two about running and securing revenue. Keeping up with changing times, dodging governmental fines, trying to stay alive like people do. Alive, doing fine, running shine. Alive, doing fine, running shine. I met a girl not long ago who may become someone I know if she can handle everything I do. She has to understand that there's a difference between loving me and wanting me to be somebody new. But I know she's a gift as well, a Carolina silver bell, and she could give me something that I need. While I'm chased by federal revenuers, executing slick maneuvers, trying to stay alive but living free. Alive, doing fine, just running shine. Alive, doing fine, running shine. Thank you very much. That's the song called Run and Shine. I wrote that a while back, sort of about carrying on the family business, I suppose. Whatever it may be. Everybody's run and shine in some way. Speaking of, I'd like to give a little shout out to my mom and dad who have got their second dose of the Moderna vaccine. Very happy and proud of them for that. And this is a song dedicated to them just outside of Austin. Cedar trees, the morning air, the way the dew sits on her hair, so peacefully below a Texas sky. I think I'll leave her lying there, take a walk I don't know where, just bathing in the sunlight in my life. I hear the sound of windy leaves, summer birds and gently flowing rivers, creeks and pools up from the spring. The music of the water on the rocks is getting louder as I walk towards whatever life may bring. Just outside of Austin, high as I've ever been, just outside of a day. The city and its city ways, a time and place for everything you'd say. But I just wanna sit at home, ride my horse or write a song, a little bit of weed and I'm okay. Those nights when it's just you and me, or maybe soon we could be three. It ain't so bad a place to raise a kid. Or maybe we should wait a while, no need to hurry nothing. I'm just saying I'd be happy if we did. Just outside of Austin, high as I've ever been, just outside of Austin, I think I fell in love with you again. I think I fell in love with you again. That's just outside of Austin. And here we go. This is a good one. Before we get Corey McCormick. Oh, you know what? Let's do that one after Corey McCormick. Let's do this one first. Well, I sure as hell didn't love her this much when I met her. Much as I was just captured again and again. She could turn her eyes away and still hold me under. A river of beauty and mystery pulling me in. And then when she told me her name, I knew I would die slowly. I knew I was destined to live with this pain every night. For each night I stand with my father playing our music. We cry out her name and her memory under the lights. And each night I pray I'll forget about Georgia, 'cause she'll never love me like I know what love's supposed to be. I pray I'll forget about Georgia, but a part of me hopes she'll never forget about me. A part of me hopes she'll never forget about me. We made love for the first time in a hotel in San Francisco. A night so perfect I try to forget about it now. And Ray Charles is singing her name like rain on my window. I want to release her, but I can't begin to know how. So I say, Ray, let me forget about Georgia. Oh, she'll never love me like I know love's supposed to be. I say, Ray, let me forget about Georgia, but a part of me hopes she'll never forget about me. Oh, a part of me hopes she'll never forget Right on. Right on, right on. Hey, let's call Corey up. Okay, let me see. Come on, I'm grabbing you up, Corey. There he is. Sending the invite here. And now there we go. Hey,
What's up, dude?
how you doing, man?
Doing great. How are
Wow,
you?
I'm doing great, man. Are you in your studio there?
I am, yeah. The
What's
only
that
place
behind you there?
the only place I can get quiet. Uh Back there, oh, it's just a printer.
I just bought a printer today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's
I
great.
don't think I'm not sure that one even works.
Oh, I'll send you mine and I'll buy another one.
There you go.
I'll get another one. If you need a printer, man, shit.
Well, I have a printer at home. This isn't even, I just rent this room, so that printer belongs to the guy who owns this
Um,
space. And
okay.
I don't really care. I have a printer at home, so
Oh, good. You don't need me to send you one then.
no, but thanks for the offer.
That's okay.
You sound
That's
great,
okay.
man.
Thanks. I'm enjoying Maui, just surfing and golfing, and trying to get the house together and just living life. It's a lot of runs to the dump, uh, that kind of thing. I got a nice big truck though. I'm going back and forth, hauling a lot of shit around. What about you? How's life? How are the kids?
They're great, man. They're thriving. They're just getting bigger and bigger every day, and
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't imagine.
it's been great to be home with them. You know,
Yeah,
as
that was such a
miserable.
great time when we were out there together over in LA, and we were able to see each other, almost every day and play a lot of music and get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah,
What a beautiful time, and recording the record with Cobb, stealing away on the bus.
man,
We kind of had a musical summer, even though,
it was great. It was great.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to really talk about how great quarantine has been for me because I know
yeah.
that for a lot of people it's not great. But for us that are always moving, it's kind of been nice to stop. You know.
Mm.
And my body feels nice and it's healing and I'm feeling healthy and strong and ready to go when it's time. I'm ready.
And you've got a job right now as a teacher at the school at Chaffey College, right?
Yeah, I'm teaching. It's online. I don't
Yeah,
actually go to the campus. The campus is closed. They don't let anyone go there.
I got you.
So I've been doing that. It's a challenge teaching a couple classes that aren't necessarily my forte. So I have to do a lot of reading and research and things to keep up. But luckily, I'm just following what the other instructor kind of had in place. So it's been good. I've actually been enjoying it. It's nice to connect with the students and to kind of be there for them through this madness.
Yeah, I know. I just being around children is a fantastic thing, and being able to inspire them. Part of me thinks it's funny because my buddy John Spencer and I have been getting together. John's a really incredible waterman. Okay, so he can hold his breath for a long time. He films Matt Miola a
Oh,
lot of
cool.
times in the water, and John goes out there and free swims while he films, and it's pretty impressive. There's some
Yeah.
high surf that he's navigating at long lengths of time. The endurance required and the breath control required for that is pretty incredible. Anyways, he had the idea. We were talking about ocean currents, right? And we were talking about what are they? Because it's a difficult topic actually to think. You don't really It's hard to understand the different ways that the current works and how. And I only had a rudimentary understanding of it. And so when we started talking about it, and and it was just like a light bulb clicked off. And John said, he said we should do a children's record. So we've been writing a lot of songs for kids, educating kids on certain subjects that are, and I figure, oh, shit, I'm a good songwriter. I can come up with some good melodies, and we can have some fun, like kind of like Roger Miller would have done, maybe, and so he and I have been doing that a little bit, and it's just great. It's just great being around kids, and Tacho's kids, they're just right there. It's just amazing, man. It's amazing to be around kids, isn't it?
It's a blessing. It's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work raising kids, it's a lot of work to Ellis is still, he's 3 and he's a ball of energy, and
Yeah.
kind of like testing the waters, so doing a lot of things that he shouldn't be doing, but you
Right.
know
Right.
it's good. I'm learning every day and learning things about myself and how to navigate that, and it's a beautiful thing. I love my kids, man. I'm blessed.
Yeah. And now that I'm with Universal, uh, they I feel like it's an avenue to where when we do a record like that, we can, get it out there to people, hopefully, and that those songs will get out there.
I
And,
love
with combined with the label, with Fantasy and Universal together, it's a pretty good team. I was thinking about our new record, man, and I thought we should talk about it just a little bit because it's coming out. We don't know, we're not allowed to say when, but we do have something to come. And we went out to Nashville and did that. And tell me a little bit about how that felt to you with Dave there.
I had really incredible experience there. I being in that studio, in that environment, was huge to begin with, because there's just so much history there, and it just felt kind of like you feel the spirit when you're in that room. And obviously Dave, man, he just really in line with the way we make music, and it was fun to see his process, and I learned a ton watching him and Eddie, his engineer, how they work. I'm still talking about it in my classes, using examples of how they did things, and so it was a very impressionable thing on me to work with Dave. I hope we could do it again. It might be fun.
Oh, I'm sure we will, man. I think we're musical kin spirits, right? It felt very natural, very flowy with him. I think we had good ideas, all of us, and I loved the way he worked, and he was really open to to listening to what we had as a vision, and he had some nice things to say about how we had already arranged it, which is great too, and so, like, I think that spirit recognized spirit. You kind of go out there and you see it.
For
But
sure. And it was nice to go get out of town, because we had been home for half the year at that point. So it was nice
yeah,
to get on the
yeah,
bus and go,
yeah.
have a
And
little
the bus was
fun.
like our little secret weapon. We could just skip the planes, just jump on the bus and do a little surgical strike where we didn't see anybody. It was great.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh man.
And we all were
Well,
safe. No one got sick. It really
yeah,
was a great, perfect trip, man. And
yeah,
I'm proud of this record, and I can't wait for people to hear it, and for it to come out, and hopefully we'll be able to go play and play these songs live for people when we drop it,
yeah, yeah. So what we got some questions we got to answer, right?
I think so.
Do you have
How
them pulled up?
do we want to just look at the list?
Sure.
I had it here. Let me find where I had it. Sorry. All right. You want to just go down the list here?
Sure.
What is your favorite song to perform together as a band?
Well, for me, I gotta say, I just like Find Yourself because I I like our choreography on that song, and I just feel that one, all the ones that have choreography, like
We do that on Four Letter.
four-letter word, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then when we did, it's kind of was that way when we were doing the Pink Floyd cover too,
Yep.
right? Yeah, we did a little bit of, but I just love the drop on Find Yourself. When you get, I was watching Otis Redding videos the other day and just watching him go, on, that song, I've been loving you
Yeah.
a little too long.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, you were tired. And then the band goes, boom,
Uh-huh.
bah, bah, bah,
Yeah.
do it again. Bah, 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 do it again. And then the crowd just go out wild, and it's just like, woo! Yeah, yeah,
Pretty powerful stuff.
yes, yes. So that's my favorite part. What about you?
Um, I love that as well. I like the more up songs, energetic songs. That's one of my favorite of our originals to play for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I love doing the covers too, like the Paul Simon. Of course, I love that because I get to do the
Oh, yeah.
bass. You know,
Diamond. Yeah.
um, but I love jumping around and running around. So those more up tempo stuff is what I enjoy playing live. I mean, it's fun to do the ballads and stuff, and I feel more like an audience member kind of when we're playing ballads because I'm just listening to you and watching you. So, that in those moments I just get to enjoy the
But
music.
you're
But
not. You're playing the most intricate, beautiful shit. I mean, man, wait till you guys hear this new record. I mean, it is so intricate and beautiful, and every little choice made by you and by Logan and Tato and uh, you know and Anthony, the drum parts are just. It's a very some people were saying that that it's like I don't know. I don't want to say what people were saying, but it was amazing. It was really good, and you definitely were far exceeding the talent of most audience members, I think.
well, thank you,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
there's some great playing on the new record, man. We all really killed it for sure.
yeah.
All right, if you could play one instrument for the rest of your life, what would it
Uh-huh.
be?
Guitar.
I mean,
Yeah,
uh yeah, I mean, I don't see me switching instruments. I enjoy playing bass, so
yeah. I mean, the guitar brought me to where I am, so I feel a debt of gratitude towards it. I wouldn't just abandon it if I was
right.
came down to me and something else.
I know, like I worked so hard at learning how to play the bass correctly. Like why I don't know if I'd
Yeah,
want.
yeah,
I love drums. And I still play drum. I have a little electric drum kit at home. I've been playing a bunch.
yeah. I've been
Um,
playing piano and all that. There's other shit happening.
but that's our thing, man. I play bass.
Yeah,
You're a guitar player. That's what we do.
yeah.
Uh, what's your
Okay.
biggest takeaway from this past year?
I really like the ability to slow down when I can. You know, I like the ability. I have the ability to slow down and to decompress and to relax and to not travel my whole life, which is something I never even knew that I had in me.
Right?
Yeah,
It's probably the first time you ever done it
ever. Yeah,
for this long. I mean, shit.
yeah,
Yeah, for me, it's appreciating. Like I've really learned how to stop thinking about shit that doesn't matter and just enjoying like what's happening in front of me, you know? Um, because there's my mind just goes and goes and goes, and I've kind of finally got to a point where I can ignore that, and not be thinking and grinding.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I took away from this year. I mean, there's a lot of things I took from this year, but that was a big one. If you could jam with any musician that is no longer with us, who would you choose?
If I could jam with any musician who's no longer with us, J.J. Cale, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably J.J.
So I got some sad news today that Chick Corea died.
Oh man.
And I would say that he's up there with, since he just passed, I'm gonna say Chick Corea. And
Yeah.
that was a heavy one for me, man. I've been watching him on Instagram. He's been doing these live things, and he's such a talented, or he was such a talented, incredible musician, very inspiring. So I'd love to jam with Chick. Uh, what is your favorite album to listen to right now?
Chopin's Nocturnes. I learned the first one pretty well now, and I'm just perfecting it. And there's just so many nuances in the way Arthur Rubinstein plays. I'm not the B flat minor Nocturne, opera number 9, and I think it's Nocturne number 1, and it's just I it's so good. But I've also been listening to a lot of Creedence Clearwater,
Huh,
like a lot, and I learned long as I remember the rain been falling down. I learned that song, which is a good one.
nice. We
Yeah.
got to jam that.
Long as I remember the rain been coming down, clouds of mystery falling, confusion on the ground. Put me through the ages, trying to find the sun. Yeah, I wonder, still I wonder, who
Ooh,
stopped
stop the
the
rain.
rain? Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to a bunch of stuff. I don't have like a certain record I've been really listening to. I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately, and some classical stuff, but nothing really like over and over that I can think of. Let's see. Favorite pastime activities while on the road? Sleeping. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I like to golf anywhere I can find and play and surf, if there's any surf, but sleeping is probably the number one most important when you're on the road.
One thing I'm really missing from being on the road is being able to snowboard in all these different places that we go play. I love the snow and I love riding, and I've got to ride in some incredible places because of being on the road. And this winter has been rough, man, because I got all my friends in like Jackson Hole, and they're like in powder up to their neck right now. It's insane. And
Uh,
I'm just like itching, like, oh, should I make the 15-hour drive? I don't know.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, why not?
and I love hanging out, just when we're hanging out on the bus and just playing songs and hanging out.
Me too. Yeah,
Or
what's funny? We don't do it. It's because we're so tired all the time. It doesn't happen as much as it should, when we're out there. When we're riding down the road, I think that's something we should try and do more when we get back on the road. Just play together more. Just make it a point. Although we do it in sound check, which is hence the sound check songs series.
yeah, and
That we don't do.
we were grinding so hard there, and now I think we'll be smarter about our touring schedule, so
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
we'll have
It'll be a little better. Yeah.
more energy to like hang out.
Yeah.
Dream surf spot.
I'm surfing it every day.
Oh
Yeah. The other day it snowed on Haleakala,
wow.
and me and Francisco and Albie Lair and Ollie Ship and John Spencer. I don't know if John was there. Anyways, we were all out in the water, surfing Hokipa, and it was a Kona windstorm had just blown through, and it was super glassy, and the sun was going down, and it like shone like orange fire on the top of Haleakala, but it was all covered in snow. So you see this dying sunlight against the snow in
Wow.
glassy waves, and they're small, you know, they're like tiny waves, but they're so much fun. And like, and then on the West Maui Mountains, the sun's going down, and the other side, the North Shore, for some reason, somehow, some phenomena of the sky, like beams of light were shooting from the opposite direction of the sunset. So it was like this double sunset with the snow, and it was like,
Wow.
oh, it was just like you, insane. It was insane. It's like you did mushrooms or something, you know.
Just euphoric, probably.
Wow, it was so amazing. Yeah.
That's incredible.
And Lily Miola, and I think Lily was there too. Lily and I have been doing some stuff.
Oh, Lily. I miss Lily. I haven't seen her in a long time.
She's coming over tonight.
Oh, nice.
It's good. Her and Matt will come by.
Send my love to those two, will you?
I will. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So what's next on the agenda?
Let's see. What's one songwriting tip you could give to new songwriters?
New songwriters. I think it's just don't second guess yourself so much. That's a tough one. But like practically there are some cool tips, like idioms make great song titles, you know? And if you can build a good chorus around a good idiom,
That's great.
Aldo gave me this.
I got one too, man. We should jam.
You do? You have a flute?
Yeah, I'm actually
Maybe
gonna
right
buy. I have Aldo gave me one of those Native American flutes, and I'm actually about to buy a Japanese flute.
Oh, wow. That's going to be amazing.
I'm just getting flute-tastic, man. I love those things.
Yeah, me too. They're a good sound. Okay, what's the next question?
What's your favorite food on the road?
Probably like a Beyond Burger. Even though I have had a little venison lately.
You're hanging out with Matt.
Yeah, but I'm a pescatarian.
Right.
So I eat fish, and no, I don't eat any other meat. But you know, no judgment in for anyone who does whatever they want to do. But I just haven't really done that much. I was a completely non-meat person for a while, and but I found that I love the Beyond Burgers, and they taste so good to me, and so I do that. Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah.
I like when we go to like Aspen and we get to eat at the sushi joint.
Yeah.
Cause like, it's like one of those sushi places that are so expensive.
Oh.
I would never go to on my own.
Oh man, well of course the Matsuhitsu and that Michael Goldberg runs over there is just amazing. You know, that's like, you know, yeah, a sushi. I was gonna say sushi, but I thought about you can't always get good sushi on the road.
No, but that spot, man, I always look forward to that spot.
Yeah, that's insane. That place is so good. Shout out to Michael
Shout out to Michael. We miss you, Michael.
Yeah, miss that guy.
We've made some good meals on the bus too. You know,
Yeah.
we do pretty good. We cook, you know, Tato cooks, barbecues.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Dream collaboration.
Dream collaboration. You know who I think is really great is Adele. And I really am a fan of, like, we've already kind of collaborated, but Lana Del Rey is so good and I love her songwriting. It reminds me sort of like Leonard Cohen's songwriting, and it's just so the imagery is beautiful, and you know. So if Lana and I were to do something together that's real, I would love that. And she's just a very sweet person, and it's just amazing. So,
That'd
you
be
know,
great.
yeah, I like Lana, and but like I don't know, I think that Sturgill Simpson, you know, Tyler Childers and Jamie Johnson, and shoot, I mean, there's people. These are all these people I know and love, and we just haven't had a chance to do anything together. You know, uh, but we will. Nikki Lane, Margot, you know, we've all done certain things together. Uh, Nora Jones is great. And, you know,
That'd be cool.
Nora would be cool, right?
You and Nora singing together, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's a sweetheart. Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, there's so many. The Foo Fighters would be cool. The Pearl Jam would be cool. You know, Foo Fighters, Pearl Jam. You know, Eddie would. You know, would be. I mean, I did something with Eddie, but it'd be cool if we all did. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of did him live. We
Yeah,
did that.
he sat in with us.
Yeah, but it would be cool to do a whole full-on thing with Pearl Jam, like, you know, maybe just with all those guys. Just yeah.
Yeah, that's my vote. Pearl Jam,
Yeah.
Foo Fighters, that would be awesome.
I like Billie Eilish too, man. I think she's cool. Like, I would love to meet her and see if she'd like want to do anything on the more, you know, natural instrument side of things, you know.
If she'd be interesting to work with.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Man, we've already been with so many of our heroes. It's hard for me to think about, like, I mean, I already died and went to heaven, you know.
I mean, man, I hear you.
It's just like, it would just be like, what? Okay, wow. More? Sure.
I
know. I'm grateful. Sure.
So that's all the questions that we had.
There we go.
That was it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
I'm going to play Find Yourself.
All right.
And sign off.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me. I love you too. Nice to see you.
Say hi to the family, and we will connect again soon.
Yes, they send their love, and I don't know when I'll see you in person, but I give you a big kiss from here, and I'll see you soon, brother. Love you.
I'd love to have you at Tato in my new house.
Well, if we could ever, you know, feel safe enough to get on a flight, we would do that, but we need to like get vaccinated, I guess, first.
There's room for you here. Tato's 3 kids, his wife, myself.
Is it all done? Is he in? Is he living with you already?
No, he hasn't moved into the house yet, but
okay.
Yeah. I'll see you soon.
Cool, brother.
Mwah. Okay. Here we go. Alone, if it means I don't have to play your crazy game no more. You're the most precious thing I've ever seen, but I ain't gonna let it slide when you're mean to me. I know the love that I deserve, and I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my lover. Well, you tell me things I want to hear. You want me near, and I know you fear me leaving you. Oh, you think that I won't say goodbye, but baby, I ain't standing by while you stretch the truth. I know the love that I deserve. I said I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my lover. I know the love that I deserve. I know the love that I deserve. That was called Find Yourself. I'm Lucas Nelson. Corey McCormick joined us today, and we will see you next Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time, and then you can do the math from there. See you later.